That's right.
Hey there, sorry to break into your regular scheduled program. I am Will.
And I'm Karen.
And we are the Skeptic Musicians. Today we are thrilled to be once again at Spirit Fest in Virginia Beach at the Virginia Beach Convention Center. If you are around, this is the place to be. And someone else who happens to be here at the Spirit Fest is Clint Greenlee, who is with AESA Healing Arts and Sound Works. How much did I butcher that?
No, you got it. You got it too.
So we're excited to have you here, Clint, because as we're looking through all the vendors and checking out all the stuff that's happening, you really stood out because you've got this project called Heal the World Project.
Absolutely.
That is a huge goal.
Yeah. You must be incredibly tired.
As of recent, yes. For sure. Oh my gosh.
So talk to us about Heal the World. What is it? What are we talking about here?
Absolutely. Yeah. So AESA Healing Arts came as an idea, as a concept, as I've learned how to, explore healing from chronic illness. We know a lot of people are experiencing that right now, especially in this post-pandemic era. And we learn so much about all these different things that are happening to the environment, to the people, the animals, our food systems. So when we learn about these deep healings, such as fasting, meditation, how do we combine all the basics from the ancients, as well as the bread of life, or what we call ormus, this rediscovery of the philosopher's stone, the minerals from the ocean, from volcanic ash that allow us to heal on a cellular level. All of a sudden, when we explore what the ancients understood and how they healed themselves, how they connected spiritually, how they healed their plants, the medicinal plants, how do we restore the animals that we're connected to, how do we restore our environments? It becomes almost a no-brainer towards how do we heal the planet as a whole. The people that are experiencing chronic illness, autoimmune, the people that are experiencing this disconnection in America and beyond, we do have these very complex to describe products that we work with. But at the end of the day, it's just very simple, one ingredient tonics that allow us to deepest heal, that allow us to fast, that allow us to heal the plants, the animals. Everyone from every different culture, from every different part of the world has a connection to Ormus. So that's what we're here sharing this weekend.
Gotcha.
That sounds so complicated and it's like so much, because it's true. Like everybody, it seems like, has some sort of autoimmune disease or some sort of chronic thing going on. And between the environment and the food and the pesticide, just everything, it's hard to be healthy, even if you do all the organic stuff and all the right stuff.
Right.
So where do you start?
Well, that's the thing. One of the statistics that I always refer to is even if we're doing everything 100% in America, it's still only 70% of what we achieve for our health and healing in our, for example, like our European or like East Asian counterparts, where there's a healthy environment, there's non-GMO food. They're not being bombarded with pesticides. They're not actively destroying the environment.
And they're actually very active. They're walking everywhere.
Yes.
Exactly. That's the thing. So what we're learning and what the ancients understood about something like Ormus, we use Shilajit to support our body retaining Ormus, but our body's ability to regenerate and heal on a cellular level is profound. We are quantum healing beings. So when we learn about that and we return back to what the ancients did, all of a sudden these issues that we're experiencing we can get in control of our health. We can get in control of the environment, how we grow food.
Wow.
How do we allow people, for example, the divine feminine, the divine masculine is extraordinarily out of balance. So when we allow ourselves to, at least at the bare minimum, get the minerals back in the body, we have a fighting chance. We can, heal on our own. We can teach the people how to become their own healers.
Right.
I'm just a tour guide, so.
I love that tour guide.
So is it like something that works for everyone, or do you have to take out, so you don't have to take people individually and figure out what's going on with them?
Well, that's the thing. When we refer to the greats, such as like Dr. Sebi, when they refer to there only being one illness, I hate the concept of a one size fits all for anything.
Yeah.
But we only actually work with 3 medicinal quality products because at the end of the day, healing and health should be simple. So we only work with an Ormus. We work with a topical Ormus, and then we have Shilajit to support retaining the Ormus. So we only work with a very few amount of things, but in that way, we're able to gently let the body heal itself. We're using the least amount of ingredients, which is easier for our body to benefit from and break down.
Mhm.
So then, what kind of, when you're talking about the products and someone goes by your booth, and we've got your website pulled up here, you have all different types of things. Are they tinctures? Are they
I like that word, tinctures. I don't get to say that enough.
pomades? Are
Hostess,
Yeah. Resin.
elixirs.
How do you use these products?
So we start with a flagship, and that's our tincture ormus. Just because tincture is such a fun word.
It is.
It is
It
a fun
really
one. Yeah,
is.
and I knew that.
Yeah. That one. But yeah, we have a tincture ormus that is just simply Dead Sea salt purified.
Wow.
And from there, we're able to utilize biophotonic gold, colloidal silver, and copper, which we're all deficient in.
Mhm.
A huge part of the concept of what we're sharing is, for example, copper. 98% of people are deficient in copper. For men and women's health, we can't absorb magnesium or iron unless we have balanced copper in the body.
That explains why I used to eat pennies all the time when I was a kid.
And now they're not worth anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. We can consume ormus orally. We can put it in our water, our juices. We can use it in different drinks that we're having. But we also do a topical ormus that we can put on the face, the hair. We put it on our stomach to get rid of
Wow.
imbalanced bad bacteria and parasites.
Similar to the Edgar Casey thought process, where you do use the
Castor oil.
castor oil. You
Yep.
put it in the place and
Exactly.
stuff. Yeah.
That's the thing. Castor oil is naturally anti-parasitic. And while there's a lot of confusion around parasites and parasitic infection, those are our cleanup crew. But in America, especially, we're bombarded with toxins, environmental,
Yes.
GMOs,
Yes.
metals, plastics. We need to be able to allow the body to get rid of these and process them and allow them to be eliminated.
Is that what it does? It
Mhm.
allows us, it helps us to eliminate some of the toxins either by sweat or by other means.
Exactly.
Other means?
Oh, heck yes. That's the thing. A lot of us here are from Florida or coming from Florida. I'm originally from Virginia, but even still, it gets really hot
I'm
here.
the opposite. Originally from Florida, and I'm in Virginia.
Oh, heck yeah. We flip-flopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing. We actually primarily emit toxins via our breath.
Oh.
So
Wow.
when we get back to these concepts of fasting, breatharianism, it actually makes a lot of sense that that would be our primary mode of releasing toxins in the body.
That's really interesting. I've never thought of that. That actually you release toxins through your breath.
Exactly.
Oh.
So when we're taking something like ormus and we're fasting, it allows us to emit toxins. Let's the liver to clean out, the lungs to clean out.
So then, does that give you a residual smell, breath smell? Like, do you need to continually pop breath mints all the time because of it?
Yeah, the thing is, you can actually use ormus as a mouthwash if you just like people would do
Oh.
a salt water,
Yep.
swish in their mouth, 20 minutes. It allows us to help us rebuild the enamel, get rid of parasites and bad bacteria that cause bad
Wow.
breath. But a lot of times when we go into these deep fasts and detoxes, our tongue gets really white because all this stuff is coming up from our liver and then out our mouth.
Right.
So yeah.
So I got to ask the question that people always ask: how long does it take to start feeling better or seeing some sort of results from this?
It's actually instant because with compared to counterparts such as sea moss or beef liver, I often refer to, those take a while to build up in the body, but those are generally less clean, or those aren't going to be as clean as what we're working with. So a lot of people notice Shilajit immediately, the biophotonic gold immediately, because gold is a superconductor. You already have ormus in your brain, our spinal cords, when you're born in your mom's tum-tum, for example. So this is just us getting back to source, restoring the minerals that allow us to get rid of toxins, to feel better instantly.
Well, when you say feel better, what can someone expect? When someone instantly feels better, what do they feel?
It's a lot of Shilajit is an adaptogen, so a lot of people will feel a lot less stressed out. Shilajit,
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
we're over there. But that's the thing, yeah. It's the energy, it's the mood. How do we allow ourselves to relax and refocus? In terms of physical health, we're much more balanced, and we notice the hemispheres of the brain can work much more easily together. So
Wow.
That
exactly.
That sounds like something that might work for you. So he has migraines because he has arthritis in his neck.
I do.
And so I would imagine then that would help decrease swelling or inflammation. I mean,
Exactly.
so that might. be
Oh,
something to
I'm
try,
so
yeah.
not kidding. I'm gonna see Clint later on for
Yeah,
sure. This
right.
is a booth.
That's the thing. Yeah, you can put it on the back of your neck is great because this area of the body is rich in nerves. A lot of people have nervous system issues because so much of what we experience, especially in America, attacks the nervous system.
Right. So you've got tinctures, you've got balms, I guess. Another.
Yeah.
Anything else that people are looking for? Anything else that you want to make sure that you talk about, that we focus on?
Yep. We do a tincture ormus, which is oral. We do a topical ormus, which is an oil, which is castor oil based,
Okay.
Oh,
organic. All of these are lab tested because otherwise it's not really worth taking
Right.
just random
100%.
herbs randomly.
100%. Yeah.
Exactly. And then our shilajit comes from the Altai Mountains, which allows us to essentially have a binder and a carrier. So we're able to penetrate the cell membrane, get the toxins out, get the nutrients in. So in that way, we use a resin as a tea that you can mix with, some people mix it with coffee, some people mix it with cacao. Some people just have it by itself with local honey. And in that way, we're retaining ormus in the
Wow.
body.
Very cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck yes. That's the thing.
So, Clint, are you a biochemist?
No,
You got all
no,
those
that's the
buzzwords
thing.
going.
Oh my gosh, that's the thing. Yeah, I actually my science background is very limited. For me, that's the thing. Ormus is what I like about it so much is it permeates everything. A lot of people get ormus. Virginia Beach people, you go in the ocean water, and that's one of the few places we get ormus from that synovial fluid of the world.
That's why you feel so much better when you leave the beach. You're like,
Now, is that any
exactly.
beach? Does that work with any beach? Okay,
any
there we go.
beach. Exactly. But ormus permeates everything. I'm not a science person. I'm not a nurse or a doctor. I've just simply come from chronic illness backgrounds where I've had to learn this myself to feel better.
What about counter indicators? Like if you're taking medications like high blood pressure medication or something like that, is this something that you have to be careful with, or is it safe for everybody?
These are generally the safest things that you can take because ormus is basically just salt.
Right.
Shilajit is heirloom plants in a resin. But as we would recommend, wanting to respect the allopathic and the holistic traditions,
Sure.
it's always best to check in with the doctor if you are already taking medications. If we're doing the healing arts, we need to connect the ancient to the modern.
Right.
So if people are having other issues, we obviously like to help people find out what works best, and being able to work with a doctor can be paramount. We don't want to completely discount the allopathic, but at the same time, we do need to give value to the holistic
For
and,
sure.
find out what works best for people with professionals.
Very wise words, and something we talk about on the show all the time.
Mhm.
This is not an either or thing. This is an either and thing, right? Does that make sense?
No,
It doesn't make sense,
doesn't.
right? This or that, this and that,
And
right?
it's
Right.
a whole.
Yeah, it works. It all works together. So by all means, visit Clint and then visit your doctor, or vice versa. But definitely visit Clint first because he's here.
And
So
if,
come on here.
but if you can't come here and you're in Florida, how can they get this ormus and your wonderful products?
Absolutely. Yes, we're on the web at ISA Healing Arts and Soundworks.com.
Awesome.
You're welcome to sign up for a consultation because, people haven't really experienced the power of fasting before. They've not experienced ormus in the way that the ancients did, where it was a huge part of everybody's ancient past, yours, and mine, and everybody else's here, produced some sort of variation of ormus for health and healing and connection to their spirit, their light body.
Right.
So yeah, you're welcome to reach out. We're on the Instagram, we're on the web. You're always welcome to sign up for a consultation on the house, just like you might check in with somebody for a medicine.
Yeah.
We're here for the supplements of old.
So someone can come in to like today. They can come to you today and say, "Hey, Clint, can you give me a consultation?" And you help them to figure out
Absolutely.
what the best. Look at that. Another reason to
Heck
come
yes.
on to the show.
Absolutely.
That sounds awesome. So ISA,
ISA, you got it.
ISA,
Yeah.
IESA. It's the actual letters. IESA, Healing Arts and Soundworks. If you need that link, please reach out to us. We're going to send you a direct email with that link, so it's easy for you to connect. But IESA Healing Arts and Soundworks. Google it. It's easy to find. I found it that way. So
And we're here all day today and tomorrow.
yes,
So come visit Clint.
come visit Clint, get your consultation, and check out these things because they are life-changing for
Mhm.
sure. I know I'm going to have a consultation today for sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Clint,
Appreciate you all.
so
Thank
awesome
you, Will.
meeting you.
Thank
So
you,
nice
Will.
talking to you. We'll see you in the show.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all. Thanks
Yeah.
so much.
Thanks for watching. We will be right back in just a few minutes. Meantime, please continue enjoying the fantastic programming on New Reality TV. This has been the Skeptic Musicians. We'll see you in a few minutes.